Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is JD Grauspitz, lead singer and streaming talent here at Malignant Bear. Thank you for joining me on this fine Friday evening. Friday evening for those in United States. Obviously, Saturday already in some parts of the world. But thanks for tuning in. So as you can see, the game we'll be playing tonight is the 2017 action platformer inspired by the 1930s cartoon aesthetic and full of some wonderful jazz music, Cuphead. This game received some great critical acclaim when it first launched, both for the aesthetic choices and for the difficulty. But of course also received some negative press because of said difficulty, and a little bit because of said cartoon aesthetic. Cartoons in the 30s, the style that they're paying homage to, had some difficulties, let's just say, as far as representation and things like that. I don't want to touch on that too much, but suffice to say, we do not support any of that. But the style that they're going for in the game does not support that either. They're just choosing to use that style, and I think they do it quite well. So, this is also my first stream with a brand new microphone. So I have a Elgato Wave 3, a USB condenser mic. So it's a little bit further away from my face on a boom arm. Looks like I actually know what I'm doing now. So hopefully I'm still coming through loud and clear, and a little bit less annoying breathing noises like you had from my headset mic. But let me know how the audio sounds as we're going through. This is a very audio-heavy game. I attempted to balance levels before going in, but hopefully that works out for the best. So, without any further ado, let's jump in. Of course, see the wonderful drop bear there first. But yeah, this game does not play well with windowed mode for whatever reason. So, I had to do full screen, or rather, it didn't play well with windowed mode and OBS. So, that's good. Okay. Now, let me know how I compare to the audio in game. So I did play this a little bit when it first came out. Again, a couple years ago at this point. And when I played it on a Steam Link, so streaming, and I played it with a very cheap third-party wireless controller. So latency on both ends, and I struggled with it a bit. So hopefully we'll see if no difficulties tonight. We'll go with the normal difficulty, not the easy mode, and hopefully we'll be able to persevere through this. But I'll shut up here for the intro so you can appreciate it. I guess there's no voice acting for this. There is in some of the music, but oh, there's no desktop audio. I forgot I muted that. So, my apologies. So there is the sound in game. But Cuphead and Mugboy, they wander too far from home into the Devil's Casino. Mugman, of course. So inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose." "Nice run, boys," laughed a newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now, how about we raise the stakes?" he suggested with a toothy grin. "Win one more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls." Obviously, Tenacious D succeeded in beating the devil much later than this, so Cuphead and Mugman have some issues as they were born before that happened, so... But Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no!" cried Mugman, for he understood the danger, but it was too late. "Snake eyes," laughed the devil while slamming the floor. "You lose!" The brothers trembled in fear as he loomed over them. "Now, about those souls." I don't know that cups have souls. I guess these do. They seem pretty sentient, but the brothers pleaded for their lives. There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. "Yes, please, mister," Cuphead added. Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. "I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I might just pardon you two mugs." Now get going, the devil roared, kicking the boys out rudely. You have till midnight tomorrow to collect every one of those souls, otherwise I'll be collecting yours. Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. Come on, Mug, panted Cuphead. We have to find the Elder Kettle. He'll know what to do. So when this game came out, infamously, a well-known gaming journalist at the time played it and attempted to review it and recorded footage for it and could not even beat the tutorial. He was routinely made fun of, and it was a big deal at the time, big kerfuffle as far as gaming journalism, air quotes, is. That yes, a gaming journalist could not even beat the tutorial of this game, so hopefully we can do better than that after our little introduction here. Alright, so our Elder Kettle is telling us that we have to defeat the debtors. Alright. It's giving us a magic potion, so we have some new abilities. And alright, so there's the tutorial right there. Or we can just exit. We will go through with the tutorial, though, just to get a feel for the game. Again, it's been 4 years now since I played it. So, hold down to crouch. Works with both stick and directional arrows. Tap A to jump. Hold for a high jump. Right. So if you tap, it does that. If you hold it down, much faster. Right bumper is... You have 8-way directional aiming, which is kind of nifty. So parrying is a big mechanic in this game. You can see these little pink orbs. Attacks will look like this, so throughout the game you'll have to jump and parry attacks. And if I was playing 2-player mode, if I catch my buddy's ghost as he is dying, then parry it and revive him. Right, so the EX move is an upgraded attack. So you can see it's my giant Kamehameha wave right now. There are different weapon abilities and things like that in this game that you can purchase, which is why we did the tutorial, because we get a coin to purchase different weapon abilities. The starter one is pretty good, but there's some other better ones as well. Alright, so we're done here. So again, very, very stylistic in every aspect. Let's see what this guy's to say. Hey fellas, you look like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be the same way, always getting into trouble. Running, jumping, shooting. But now I prefer just strolling around and going to the pictures. But hey, let me give you a hand. Take this. 3 gold coins. Oh my goodness. So we're off to a fantastic start. So you can see there are various things here on the map. Here we have the shop, first and foremost. The flower garden. I guess we can't go down there yet. And then up there was another level. Let's see, let's hit the shop first. Actually, let's do equip first and see what we have. Alright, so you can see we have a different A shot, a B shot, our super move, and a charm, which is just a passive thing. And then here we have all of our all the contracts that we need to fulfill, all the bosses we need to beat. So this game is an interesting mix of the kind of standard action platformer levels, where you're just going to run and gun throughout the entire level, and then boss fights, where you're just, it's you versus 1, sometimes 2 enemies in a fixed arena, usually. Right, you can see we have 4 coins, again, from talking to that guy and doing the tutorial. So we have the choice of the roundabout, which is a move with great coverage and advanced damage. I can aim backwards for maximum damage. Seems a little tricky. There's the smoke bomb. You'll not take damage during a dash. The spread. This is a good sort of AoE move if you want to do that. The heart just gives you an extra hit point, but it does slightly weaken your attack power, so depending on how you're doing, you can do that, and this serves as your charm. And the chaser is a long range with below average damage. Let's see here. We'll hold off buying anything for right now and just kind of see how the first level goes. If I remember correctly, it's this. So yeah, you can see it's a run and gun segment. or this is a boss, and you have the difficulty selector for each stage. So if you are struggling with something, you can switch it down to simple mode or play on regular. But with the run and gun segments, the action platformers, there is no difficulty. So it just is what it is. Right? Oh boy. So yeah, the 8-directional thing is one of the features that I sort of dislike the most about this game, because it's just enough directions that you can sometimes have that happen, like you saw where I took damage from that thing because I was shooting up, but I wasn't shooting up in the quite right direction. So, alright. Oop, I was fast enough to get past that. Oh no. Right. So you can see every time you die, it gives you a little progress thing showing how far you got. You can, of course, retry. Or go back to the map if you just want to rage quit. Nothing wrong with that. Try to avoid doing that tonight. But the point of the run and gun segments is to unlock more parts of the map and to get more coins. So ideally, you always want to do these before boss segments. Oop. You do have slight invincibility frames, but not enough. Alright. Wait, I know how to do that. Oh no. I was gonna say I have to parry to go up to get that, but hit the wrong thing there. Off to a fantastic start. Ooh, actually we'll retry. Of course, first level, already running into some difficulties. Like I said, this is not my forte of games. Yeah. No point continuing if I take damage that early. There's no real point in killing these enemies except to sort of get them out of your way. But yeah, you can see the iframes, very slight. Split second at most, so you can't really use them to cheese encounters like you would in some other games. Oop, I was hoping I could parry that. Oh, you can only parry pink ones, so... Let's see, purple, obviously not pink, unless you're colorblind. But in that case, I imagine most games would be a little tricky, assuming they don't have colorblind settings. Lots do nowadays. Oh my goodness. Now go. The enemies just sort of infinitely spawn, so again, the onus is on you to just sort of run past them or kill them and then keep going so you can kind of get away from their spawn points. Should have gone for the AoE attack, might have been a bit more effective against these. Ah, there we go. So I did it that time. So that's how the parry works on those. Ooh. Again, hit the wrong thing. Acorn guy has killed me twice now. The timing on the parries is a little awkward, which is a shame because it's kind of an essential mechanic later in the game, and it's just sometimes a little finicky. Oh, didn't see it there with the tree. Fell into the foreground. Nicer to squirrels. What squirrels? There's no squirrels in this. These are flower people and whatever those little blue things are, I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, you can only parry things that are pink. So, other things, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, actually, we'll get the AoE ability. That'll make that significantly easier. Could just kind of go through. Ah, okay. That makes sense, yeah. Great. So, gotta equip the new purchases if you want to use them. Look at your cards. Equip your bums. Alright. So now this means we have 2 abilities. Try one of the bosses instead. So you can see it still defaults to the one I had, or I can hit left bumper to switch. I don't know if it's actually hitting him or not. There it is. So yeah, you cannot shoot his things or anything like that. And most bosses don't have a health bar. It's just based on this screen, so you can see instead of level progress, it's health progress on him. So of course the only pink thing there is the last projectile he shoots, which is the worm. But being that it's right next to the ground, it would be a little hard to parry. So I'm just going to avoid it. So got him into the phase transition. Ooh. Can hit him, so that's good to know. Again, tried to jump and parry that. In a lot of situations, parrying is basically just to either avoid damage or to grow your special bar, which is denoted by the little card icon there in the bottom left next to my HP. You can see it. It grows as ideal damage, but it grows faster as ideal parries. So you can see his attacks are different speeds based on how far away I am from him. So the closer I am to him, actually the slower his attack is, which is kind of bizarre. Getting into the rhythm now, which is good. Some attacks that we can actually shoot down. Doing much better this time, though. Again, finally got into the rhythm of the game, figuring out. Didn't want to do that. Do it there. Right, and you always get a nice little results screen at the end. So no bonusing, or no bonus for parrying. Grade B minus, but still doesn't take any damage. That's good. Right. So I beat the boss, and as you beat bosses, it changes the world a little bit so you can go further. So I beat that enemy, which fulfilled part of the contract, and now I can go a little further on. Unlock another couple bosses here, and another guy I can talk to. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls the place too. He'll never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. And if some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say. Right, so there's the, I guess, in-universe explanation for why we're finding gold out in the world. Right, let's try the other boss, the Ruse of an Ooze. Get through him before he did that, but got a little greedy. Uh-oh. This be... Oh, I thought he was gonna bounce again, but gambled and lost, as Cuphead did. Try it right off the bat there. Okay, so he does hit the bottom there, or the bottom left, rather. Oops. Start over. Wasn't sure when he was going to pop his pills there. Definitely want to avoid that. Ah. There he goes. Ah, I tried to get two of them at once. So you can parry his buff that he gets from the pills, which makes that second phase easier if you get all three of them. It's me with that every time. Okay, so I got two at least. Count that as a win. Sure, the timing of his punches in that phase, it seems a little odd. Doesn't seem to be consistent. His bounces seem to be sort of based on where I am. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, is it always 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Okay. So it is different every time. Man, that time it was 7. See, that's the tricky thing, is some of the bosses in this game, you'd think it would be a consistent pattern, or tied to their animations, but you can see, like, with this one, sometimes when he gets down for slightly longer, it's him hyping up for the, that weird little move that he does, and sometimes it's just him taking a slightly larger bounce. So... Oh, thought he was going to jump further and I would have to go under him. Getting there, though. Again, when I get trapped in the corner, just stay there, because he'll jump over you. Or not. Again, that was the tricky thing about this game before, is that you're kind of expecting sort of more consistent patterns from things, and sometimes you just don't get them. Almost had all 3. Knew I was gonna die there. Curious how much damage that does, but again, it's hard to tell. Your dash does not give you invincibility frames, which is sort of a hard skill to unlearn. So used to that from so many other games that the dash, in addition to just being a movement skill, is also usually iframes. It's not in this. Got all 3 that time, though. That's good. So, got him into the third phase finally. And we can fight his ghost, of course. Oh boy. So you can only damage him by shooting the blue part of the tombstone, which is a little aggravating. So you basically just have to kind of stand still and shoot up. And again, his attacks are not consistent. Sometimes he'll go back and forth 3 or 4 times, sometimes it's just 2. Does seem to be speeding up slightly. What sort of food did you order? Oh no! Right at the end. I thought I was out of it. Ah, that sounds good. It's got all 3. Ah, got greedy though. Thought he was going to jump again there quickly, but he did not. Got all 3, but stuck in a corner. It's guaranteed to take a hit there, I think. Kind of tricky because I think slow and steady is kind of the rule of thumb for this game. And it's not a race by any means, except for the time function in the scorecard at the end. But you know, taking safe hits, or taking safe shots on him rather, is preferable to me getting hits, of course, given how little health I have. Again, it's you can't tell when he's going to come down. There's no rhyme or reason to the rhythm of his attacks, which I think is the thing that holds this game back more than anything. It's a little bit of artificial difficulty there. Although that could just be, you know, being so used to sort of Nintendo-style games like this. You know, often the old Nintendo Rule of 3 and things like that. You know exactly what the boss is going to do when, at all times. Even new bosses, usually. Get a feel for their abilities very quickly. Of course, not off to a good start if I'm struggling this much with the first First boss and level. Don't know what I was thinking there. Oh boy. Just popping his pills here. Right. Oop. The wrong button there. Again, there's not a pattern. He never does it on the first go-around, at least. It's sometimes 2, sometimes 3. I shouldn't have even attempted that. Any day now. Finally. And quite a long fight. I did get all 3 parries, though. B! Oh boy. Right. Beat that boss. Unlocked a new area. Goopy Legrand. Let's see here. What's that? You two want to fly in a plane like I do? There's only one of me, but okay. I'm not sitting in any cockpit till you study those blueprints. Aeroplane blueprint. Right. X to shoot. B is my special, I don't have it. Still have to parry in the air, as you can see. Y is to shrink. So with our normal attack here in the plane, we have full coverage of the map with missiles. If we go little tiny bullets, very short range. So here's our special. No special when you're the mini plane. I remember this level being somewhat terrible. Yeah, Hildeberg and Threatening Zeppelin. Very cool character design, though, for sure. Oop. Oh boy. Right. So you can see there's quite a lot of phases in this one. And the trick to this, if I remember correctly, is instead of dodging, you have to use the little mini thing to sort of just avoid hits. The only parries in this stage are from the little pink pellets that the purple Zeppelin things shoot out. So not likely to get too many of those. No, the cartoon is definitely excellent in this stage. Again, it's pretty good all around, but some levels are much more imaginative than others, for sure. Oops. Walked right into that one. It's okay though. What is that? It's not sure what that is. Okay. That wasn't the special that I had before. So I'm not, ended up taking damage from that because I wasn't expecting it. Alright, but you can see even with how long we were fighting, we only got into the, what is that, 4th stage there, and there's still 2 more after that. It's basically constant movement in this stage to try to avoid things. She's coming and going. Of course, all of the little enemies as well. Ooh. It's too busy watching for the parry to come out. I was not watching her. The little green ones are a little bit more dangerous. You want to kind of deal with them faster. Went the other way that time. Okay. So which way is it gonna go? Of course. There's no way to dodge through that if you get tiny. Still get hit by it. Doesn't matter. The hitbox on it is large enough. So you just have to kind of get lucky and hope that you're not going the same way that it is when it comes out. For this level, if you wanted to actually get the parry points and achievement for it, you would have to keep the purple things alive to get them. If you kill them too fast, you will just never get it. And not everyone shoots it, so the green ones never do. A little bit of risk-reward with this stage as well. The tornadoes being easier to dodge the closer you are to her, but everything else is harder to dodge then, so sort of be cognizant of what she's going to do when you want to deal with that properly. Got one at least. Okay. Lucked out that time. It's going the proper direction for it. Okay. Lucky again. Got through that stage as well, so avoided that. Looks like she has just one more phase after this, I believe. It's a little cross with us. I'm going to opt to not use my special, just because the last time I did, it got me killed. Oops, what was that? Ah. Okay, so you have to watch her, the stars, And these ships. Alright. I could have parried one of the stars there. Oh no! You lost too soon, and I was only half moon. Right, so know what to do for that phase at least. If I remember correctly, in this game, if you do switch to the easier difficulty, it actually locks you out of some stages. And I think you can't actually fight the last boss if you do it, unless they changed it. I remember there being some controversy about it at the time, so that's why I'm just persevering with normal difficulty on everything. Even though, as I mentioned, not the greatest at this game. Ooh, that's new. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So apparently it's random which one she does. Again, randomness in games can be good, can be bad though, especially when your game sort of lauds itself on being very skill-based, and then you have a lot of random elements like that, and it's a little annoying. It's a little hard sometimes to see when the planes come in on the bottom, because they get hidden by the foreground. Let's see which one we get. All right. The twin clouds. That way. At least it's a pretty quick phase, at least when she's that. Seems to have less health than the arrow guy did. Into the third phase again. Curious how much damage that might have done. Oh! It's hard to tell when the spaceships are going to be doing their thing. I should have done some thumb exercises or something before this level, just holding down X literally the entire time. Played as many controller games recently. Losing the good old thumb calluses, I suppose. Bad timing on that. Would have liked to get that parry, but more focused on avoiding the tornado. Sometimes just bad luck on that, depending on where the beam is going to start. Just kind of ignore the parries at this point. Not worth the risk, I think. Alright. I was hoping that there was some sort of visual cue on when they're about to do that, but there really isn't. So yeah, there's red ones and gold ones. At first I thought they turned gold when they fired, but doesn't seem to be the case. The stars are easy enough to avoid, and her head is quite easy to avoid in that phase. Yeah, the flying saucers, again, totally random. Not a fan. Nope. Let's get sisters again. Or whatever they are, I don't know. Okay. Let's see, which way is it gonna start? Oh boy, 3 at once, huh? Two health going into this. Yeah, so it's just kind of grind and luck, which again, not the end of the world, but not something I like in games. So yeah, again, no tell that it's going to do that, and I think the special just flat out isn't worth it. Not only do you not do damage while it's powering up, it just puts you in a bad spot for taking damage. So just hold off on doing it this time. It's too far up. I think ideally I need all 3 health going into that final phase. Otherwise it's just not gonna happen. We're so good. Got the double again. That's what we want. Because even though it's luck-based, it's easier than the arrows. Quite the fun sound effects. Oh. First phase immediately that time. So even the transitions, they don't... There's no way I did that much damage already. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't have purchased the health upgrade instead. Just for a bit of a safety net. Lucked out there. Been very nasty. Right. Should have tried to get that parry. Going into the last phase again. Yeah, I can't figure out any sort of pattern with the flying saucers. Thought maybe the red ones shot later, but no, it's... There's no reason for them to be different colored, unlike the little zeppelins here are. Sure, maybe there's something I'm missing, but I'm not seeing it myself. I think you can kill them either. Oops. Parry ones always seem to come out at terrible times that I can't actually get to them. Yes, well... I think that's the strategy in general, but... Ugh. I have to wonder if maybe this isn't just a timed fight. Alright, we'll try something else. Actually, I'm curious how easy it is on simple mode. Just what the difference is exactly. So far seems pretty much the same. It's not like she has less health or anything, or the timings are faster. Seems identical. Still the same sort of randomness to it. It just completely eliminates the last phase. Yes, of course. No, still tornadoes. It just takes out that last phase entirely. Wow, that's Remember, only a regular battle lets you collect a Debtor's Soul contract. So, yep, as I mentioned, if you even beating levels on easy mode doesn't get you anything. What you looking at, my chip? It's not my fault. I've been busy fighting off all those casino debtors. I gotta save up to have my blade fixed. Just help me. I wish someone would just bust that King Dice one. Right? Let's see. So that's another boss there. Obviously, King Dice down there. Let's try this level. Treetop Trouble. Actually, it's a run and gun segment. Oop. Oh boy. You can kill them? Okay. Isn't sure. Ah! Wanted to parry it to get that coin. Again, this is one of those levels where the sort of 8-directional thing is a little tricky because you're on a slight incline. So... want that. Give me another pink one. No? Come on. Just don't think it's gonna give me one. Of course, there's one now. Bees as well. So they do stop spawning at some point. Get greedy here, especially with only having 1 health left. Oh boy. Come on. A little worried I wasn't going to actually hit it there. Oh. So again, if it was full omnidirectional, that would be good. It's just 8. Leaves you in some awkward places at times. So they just disappear after a little bit. There it is. Okay. That's what I wanted to do last time. Oops. I knew it was coming too. Got greedy. It's weird, jumping down didn't kill me instantly, as I thought it would. This doesn't do enough damage to make it worthwhile, I feel like. It's significantly weaker than the standard attack is. And much shorter range, of course. I've just parried that, but... When he shots to kill Woody, he cannot die, unfortunately. Just kinda stuck with him there. Well, maybe fortunately for him, or fans of his, I suppose. No, not again. I do infinitely spawn, okay. That's good to know. Right. Don't want him following me. Let's see. That makes things a little trickier for sure. Oh, they do come back, okay. Something shoots them from below, though, as well. Oh boy, what is this? Oh, boss at the end, of course. What I wanted. Ugh. Right, now I know, so I definitely need some health saved up for that. How many? Oh, I have no coins. Ah, of course. Alright. Let's see what else we can do, though. believe I did unlock the riverboat down here. Try that boss instead. Do it on simple to start. So we get a feel for it. So again, can parry the pink ones. Just have to dodge the rest. Can't really parry the ones on the ground unless you're already in the air. That's sort of the downside of the trolls being what they are. Tying parry into jump means that you have to jump to parry. So you really can't parry anything that's on the ground unless you just do like a little jump, but even that, there are limits to. Alright, so now I remember this fight.
A great slam and then some. Now go!
Shoots significantly more and faster on regular difficulty. Again, the simple difficulty seems kind of pointless. Again, given that you can't really progress if you're doing it, so I have to wonder why it was even included. Oop. Ah, it's the other way this time. Tell if I'm actually hitting him. Right, so in the third phase, they turn into a giant slot machine. And you have to progress by parrying their attacks. We get 3 tigers, which means this, apparently. Not really sure what to do for that. And again, you can't even see that mechanic if you go in simple mode, so it's not like you can practice simple mode. In addition to being pointless, also just removes the final phase of most fights. Again, I'm all for difficult games. I've played quite a few in my day. But I think accessibility is a thing for a reason. You know, having a simple mode that lets you see the entire game is fine. It doesn't cheapen the experience of someone else, you know. Just because I can do a soul level 0 unarmed playthrough of Dark Souls it doesn't worsen the experience if someone else gets an easy mode to see the game. Never understood that argument. Let's see what we get this time. 3 tigers again. I'm not entirely sure what that means. He doesn't seem to take damage any other time than when things are coming out of him. Snakes, alright. Much faster, but no balls coming out of them. Ooh! So yeah, definitely kind of risk-reward there. Oh, of course, yeah. No, it's... I understand But I think the thing that bothers me more about this is, again, the fact that they have the simple mode, but it doesn't do anything, and it's so lackluster. You know, a much better use of it would be reducing the boss's health or increasing your damage when you turn it on. That way you still get to see all the fights, all the mechanics. It just awards a different achievement at the end, you know? It's simple enough to do. I know the devs' excuse for this game was that they wanted the difficulty to also pay homage to sort of difficult style games. But again, just kind of a silly argument, really. Oh, got Snake off the bat instead this time. Oops. Yeah, it only takes damage while those things are coming out. Snake seems manageable. Tiger is a little tricky. Can't parry those or anything. Right. So we'll go back. We'll do the run and guns, get all the coins we can. Purchase the extra heart. See what that does for us. Again, these are totally optional. Just give you coins. Don't need to do these to finish the game. Unless you're bad like me, and then you need all the upgrades you can get. Game is completely doable with the default weapons and everything like that. Oh boy. Ugh. Again, parry and jump, same ability. Not a fan. Oh, you can kill those, okay. This one's doing enough damage before. So yeah, we'll just take it slow and steady, make sure we finish this. So we need these coins. Yeah. It's waiting for me when I came over there. Goodness. Not today. Oh boy. Piranha plants from Mario. Completely legally distinct, of course. So 5 coins now. Unlocked a new little shortcut, which is good. Okay. So I can purchase the ability to not take damage while I dash. Could be good. Let's go with that, actually. First parry move is automatic. All you need to do is jump. That would also be good. Don't have enough coins for both. And can't equip both anyways, so... So let's see here, what do we want to do? What did this unlock for us? A fishing fish. This gives me a little tip for this upcoming fight, the mausoleum. So you can't shoot ghosts because they're not here. Just have to parry them. So far, so good. That one had a little hat. Speaking of which, next Friday night, we will be playing A Hat in Time. It's a 3D platformer, similar in style to the Mario games. Ironically came out around the same time as Mario Odyssey, indie game, supposedly quite good. But I figured I would play that next Friday, as next Friday is National Hat Day, apparently, in the United States, so... Some sort of power-up here, I'm not sure what it was. Let's see, it's going to tell me what it did. Unlocked a new super... Dear me, you mustn't forget that magical super arts have to be equipped in the menu before use. So I have a new super, that could be useful. And where else can we go? Nowhere else here. Still making a little bit of progress. Let's try the flower boss up here. Floral Fury.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
So I can stand in those. Good. Oh. You okay? So don't just want to avoid those.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
Actually. Kill them. No, I cannot. It's the vines themselves don't hurt. Just the things that come out of them. Can't shoot them down. Parry that one. I wanted to. I was out of the hitbox of that, I guess not. Oh my goodness. There's a lot going on in this fight.
This match will get red hot. Here goes.
Ah. It's going to come back around. Twice, apparently. Nope. Went up top that time. Alright. Fools who attempt this fight will leave with allergic rhinitis.
Good day for a swell battle. Here goes.
So switch to this and just stay basically in close range the entire time. So you can only damage it when it's open, which makes sense, I suppose. Right. Sounds good. Much better than what I had for dinner.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
I had a big lunch to go out and run some errands, so I figured I would treat myself. Got some local fast food. This is definitely a slow and steady kind of fight. Ooh, got a little too close. I'm just got a little too greedy. Making progress though, for sure.
Will get red hot. You're up.
Wasn't watching him. Just too busy watching all the other stuff. Oh, that's a new one. Doesn't seem very good though. Little evil. Do multiple of those at once. Ah. I got hit by the steed coming down. Okay, almost made it to the final phase then.
Match will get red hot.
It was quite tasty, very filling more than anything though. Biscuit sandwich and then a biscuit with sausage gravy on the side. Clue as to where I might have gone. Again, local establishment. Only open for breakfast. Just retry.
This match will get red hot. It's on.
Not a healthy meal by any means, but worth it. Oh, I jumped a little too late there. Let's go ahead and retry.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
Kind of wish the announcer was a little different depending on which boss you were fighting. That would be a nice touch. Oop. Too much going on at once there.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
Ah. Can't tell what his hitbox is, if it's just the flower part, or further than that. Spell for that. So when I hit up here, obviously, and fine. I thought I was far enough to get away from that. So I could do my dodge thing. I got the improved dodge. It's me invincibility frames now. Yeah. What's this? Ah. Okay. Still, so now we know what the third phase is.
Day for us. Well done. You're up.
Yeah, I believe biscuits and sausage gravy is probably one of the least healthy things imaginable. But also one of the tastiest things, though, so take that hit any day. Well, not any day, but every once in a rare while, I will take that hit. No.
Here's
It's a rage retry, not rage resume.
You're up.
Do some damage there. Come back and deal with this. Oop. There's too many things to try to watch at once in this fight.
Here goes.
See what else we're gonna get. Okay. It's too slow, too slow. Only two that time. Okay. Actually, it does them in sets of three, it seems like. Not looking at other things. I can't tell if he's taking damage in that phase when he's doing that attack or not. Oh boy. Just got caught out there. Okay. Extreme pollination and total domination.
Here's a real high-class belt. It's on.
Again, fun aesthetic and design choices for sure. Shame in so many of the fights there's so much going on you can't really appreciate it. So he doesn't take damage when he's doing that, that's for sure. Oh, he does take damage during that. Okay, yeah, so he was lit up there. It's good to keep in mind. Ah, just watching for the seeds to come out. Couldn't get the last one.
Here's a real high class
Go back and watch my own stream. Yes, I suppose I could. Much better choice would probably be to watch someone much better at the game get through it. I imagine the speed run for this game is probably shorter than the amount of time I've spent playing right now. Which reminds me, for those who aren't aware, the Awesome Games Done Quick speedrun marathon is going on this week. It started on Sunday, and it ends tomorrow night. The last day is usually kind of the biggest and best streams. I've been watching off and on throughout the week. It's, again, just speedruns. All sorts of different games, different genres. All benefits the Prevent Cancer Foundation as well. Highly recommend checking them out over on Twitch. If you're curious about that sort of thing. Watch people that are much more skilled than me absolutely demolish games. Forgot about it coming back there. Oh boy. I knew that was coming. Again, sometimes does 2, sometimes 3. Don't know what's going to actually happen until his palms open up there. Little palm spaghetti. M&M. Jumped into the... I'm not even sure what that is. It looks almost like a pumpkin, flying pumpkin, to try to avoid the vines.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Actually, I'm curious here. Just want to see these coming down here. Ah, okay. There we go. It's no more flying pumpkin. Still have everything else to deal with, but so that got me killed a couple times. Was watching for it, because it only took damage when it was shooting. So I ended up kind of keeping an eye on it, not other things. Just parry that seed out of the air. Don't have to worry about it. Got lucky there. 2 of the spinning seeds. Look for it again here. Dodged right into him. Yep. Just a little too far that time. What is that? Oh my goodness. Ah, inches.
This match will get
Okay.
red hot.
Figured it out though. I know what I need to do. Oh, I couldn't parry it that time.
This
Restart.
match will get red hot. Now go.
What?
This match
Okay.
will get red hot. You're up.
Crispy garlic's always good. Definitely. Yep. Dealt with that. Definitely like the soundtrack for this. Whole game has a good soundtrack, but this fight especially. Quite memorable. Thought I was jumping down. That mess out of here. I have to wonder about the specials. Most of the bosses almost seemed more timed than anything. Definitely not good.
This match will get red hot. It's on.
I've sworn there was one more. Just be patient during that attack. Ah. It's like when it's the little moving seeds, he kind of gets them out faster. Let's go ahead and just retry it.
This match will get
Took too much damage there.
now go.
Guess I just want to stay in the middle. What's that?
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
When I'm not attacking him, just stay in the middle. Gives me more time to do things. There's the pink one.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Just stay here and do this anyways. It seems like every other hit seems to miss him, which is a little odd. Oops. Wasn't watching him. Just too focused on the stuff on the ground.
This match will get red hot. It's on.
Ah. Oh my goodness.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Yeah. That was the pink one. Just paying attention. Alright, not the end of the world then. If I'd missed that one, though, I probably would have just retried. Alrighty, here we go. So you can parry the pink seeds, but I don't want to risk it. If I miss, I'm just going to wind up down there in the vines. Finally. It's quite the death animation there, too. C+, still a passing grade, technically. Take it. Agni Carnation. What's this? I believe that is King Dice. Let me see, what else do we need here? So I have to beat that the normal way for that to count. That's not what I wanted. Yes, I need to do Hildeberg, Rubian Croaks. And then do that level. Okay. Let's see what we want to do. Let's do that level, get some more coins. Although... I think... Actually, this might be easier now that I have... Now that I have that ability that makes my dashes give me iframes. First two phases of this are not bad at all. Just gonna play it safe. Alright. Alright. Into the third phase without having taken damage, that's good. And of course I immediately take damage. Alright. We get snakes again, that would be good. Oh, a new one. Okay. This one's easy too. Well, easier than Tiger's was, for sure. Of course, jinxed it. Oh, so close.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
Can't take any damage leading into that third phase, just because the Tigers on the slot machine are a little rough. Not even going to bother with parrying those. Even though I can. Better safe than sorry, for sure. Okay, doing good. Alright, into the third phase again. Up on that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh my goodness.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
The Tiger one is definitely the hardest. Yep.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
Wolves right off the bat. Ah, almost had it. Oh, jeez. Almost rather just get Tigers right off the bat and get it over with. Because again, it doesn't... The damage I do doesn't seem to really matter. I'm pretty much always going to get 3 in that phase. Unless there's something I'm missing. know, some of the weapons apparently do higher damage amounts, but I wonder if it would be enough to, kill it before it could get the tigers out, for example. It's hard to say, because I don't have enough coins to actually buy any of the other weapons. And this attack, the only other weapon I do have, does less damage per shot. The trade-off is that it obviously has a wider arc. It's significantly less. I think it's the longest I've been in this phase. There we go. So that might be better for the run and gun levels, but not for the bosses, I don't think. Alright, snakes off the bat. Pretty fast there towards the end. Ooh, snakes again. Okay, so they can double up. Hey, come on, snakes, third time in a row. Ooh. Game took pity on me, I think. I go for 4. No, tigers, of course. Alright. Yeah, you get hurt by the coins. Get greedy there towards the end. Took some unnecessary damage. Rubian Croaks. We're done. So we still have to get Hildeberg the normal way. And then finish Treetop Troubles. Let's do Treetop Troubles first. Have to go the long way around to get to it. And then we'll have enough coins to buy something else, because I'll want a different passive for Hildeberg, because the dodge one won't affect her at all. So we can't dodge in that fight.
Now go.
Oops. Some unnecessary damage there, for sure. Thought I had it. Time is not the goal for this. Just want to get through it. Already took one unnecessary point of damage. And I know this time that there's a boss waiting for me at the end. Which is a little shady, but... Come on. How much more health can you have? Or am I just not hitting him at all? There we go. Bide our time, be safe. Never was all that good at platformers. Oh! Case in point. Wait. Oh no! I beat him too.
Here goes.
No.
Here goes.
Can't take any damage. Can't take any damage. What did I just say?
It's on. And begin. Now go. And begin.
Alright, got it that time. Without incident. Just took damage in another space instead. Oh! Greedy and frustrated now. Supposed to be invincible during that, but I guess not.
Here goes.
I hate that the incline is just slight enough that it falls out of the 8 direction, which I'm sure is a purposeful design choice, but it just highlights kind of how annoying that is. Can I not?
Here goes.
Sometimes that one dies, and it's not like I'm missing it. Almost wish there was damage numbers or something. Kind of see what I'm doing wrong. Alright, there we go. Much better. These things have a lot of health. Yeah. No! It's doing so good, too. Okay, so you can't just do that there. Ooh. Oh, I got hit by the thing that came under him.
You're up. You're up.
Okay. Yeah.
You're up. It's on.
Love that Cuphead seems so maniacal looking. Like he's happy and cheerful here, but as soon as he starts shooting, boy, his gaze sure does change. I think he's enjoying this a little too much. Got out of there, alright. Oh, that thing was just randomly way earlier than it normally is. Okay. Thanks, game. But okay, not entirely sure what killed me there. So I guess that fly thing there might be timed. So the parry there. Avoid that one. Avoid all of those. Yeah, it wasn't there that time. Okay. Ah, you can see it. I knew as soon as I jumped that I didn't have it. If I dodged, I would have gone entirely too far. No. Need that coin. That's the whole reason we're here. But
And begin.
there we go. Oops. A little greedy there. Ah. Dodged one thing, get hit by the other. But, oh, I got hit by the one on the left. Thought it was off screen already.
You're up.
Did you miss a question? No, not that I know of.
And begin.
It's you're talking to someone in chat who is shadow banned, and I can't see them, but you somehow can. But I hit that parry.
It's on. You're up.
Oh my goodness.
And begin.
All right, we'll see what's what this thing is here at the end. Curiosity. House of Dice. Okay. King Dice. Can I help you? Well, ain't that a pip? Looks like you boys really put the kibosh on them debtors. You can head on over to the next aisle. Plenty more markers for you to lean on there. Right, I guess I didn't have to... Okay. Guys, hang on. Thank the stars I caught up with you. I believe I found a way out of this mess you're in. Hot dog, you have? Your strength is growing. Soon you'll be a match for that no-good King Dice, and maybe even the devil himself. Golly, do you really think? I do, but you'll never get close to the devil unless you already have those soul contracts in hand. Only then will you get a chance to turn the tables on that fiend. So when the time comes, do the right thing. What if I don't want to? What if I want to side with clearly sadistic Cuphead, who seems to be enjoying all of this? I don't know how, but... Who ever heard of a barbershop trio? If we can't find our fourth member, we'll never sound right again. Be a pal and let us know if you spot him, won't you? Let's see, what do we have here? There's all sorts of things in this zone. This one's terrifying. For all your battles and all my rhymes, you have failed and perished 63 times. Oof. I knew it was bad, but my goodness. Let's see this guy again. Good timing, fellas. I just added an upgrade on your aeroplanes. Now you can wallop your foes with bombs. Just switch your weapon whenever it strikes your fancy. Try it out. Your aeroplanes are now equipped with mini-bombs. Switch your weapon anytime during battle. Let's see what these things are. What is this? Sugarland Shimmy? Baroness von Bon Bon? Let's try this. Oh my goodness. Nope. I don't think waffles count as bonbons. Doesn't even look like a sugary one. It's got more butter than anything. Certainly the Candy Castle counts, as does the floating candy, but waffles themselves decidedly not. Well, they can be quite sweet. What is going on here? My goodness. Oop. Okay, so I can kill everything in this section. That's good. Oop. For me, a sweet tooth is fiendishly uncouth. Alright. Of course, if I was smart, I would have figured out something to keep tally in the stream. That is a thing you can do. I'm sure there's some OBS widget for it. Demi the Great in Pyramid Peril. Let's try this one.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
Boy, I can tell this background's gonna make me a little dizzy already. Oh, switch weapon. Chuck some bombs out. I wonder if I go back, would I have those for the Hildeberg fight? Or is it just this? Ooh. Okay. What's going on here? It's only the ones with the faces I can shoot through. Where is it? Okay. That's a little scary. There's so much going on in there, and between that and the background, oh boy. Do you need to borrow my sarcophagus? Clearly. Let's see what this last one is here. Beppy the Clown and Carnival Kerfuffle. Everyone's favorite. On the Dodgems, too. Okay. Oh boy. Dangerous balloon animals here. Coming out from all sorts of places. But the balloon animals think of the cup. Quite the goblet down. Cheeky. It's another attempt or two here. You can see when the roller coaster is coming there in the back. Comes again. Oh, I dodged right into it. Almost to the third phase, though. I kind of want to see what it is. This is a really, really imaginative one, for sure. Oops. Got hit while I was dodging again. Why'd the clown drive over the cup? He wanted to crack him up.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
Not entirely sure how to dodge that. I guess I would have to shoot the ducks out of the air first? Yeah, okay. That's all it is. Oop. And then not get hit by the light bulbs they drop. Just like a parry out of the pink ones. Wish the light bulbs would hurt him, that would be nice. Switch to this. Crowd clearing. Forgot about the train. I'm curious when, I suppose roller coasters were invented by this point. I think when some of the oldest ones were around. A family member who was a lifelong member of the American Coaster Enthusiasts years ago. That's terrifying looking, my goodness. Knock knock, who's there? Charlie. Charlie who? Charlie Horse.
A great slam and then stop. It's on.
Glad that they give me plenty of cheesy dialogue in this fight. Oh, amusement rides were for sure a thing, but coasters, especially this one, very dangerous looking. bad dog. Ooh, dodged into it again.
A great slam and then
1902. Wow. Can see that though. I don't know why I'm jumping to dodge those. If I have invincibility, I could just dodge through him. Might be the safer option, actually, now that I'm thinking about
a
it.
great slam and then now go.
Dodge too early.
A great slam and then and begin.
And too early again.
This match will get red hot.
Figure out the timing on that. Can't not have him inch his way into me there.
It's on.
There we go. Too early, but it's okay. No, it's not.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
The timing on that's a little wacky. I mean, it's not pixel or frame perfect, but it feels pretty close to it. Not a lot of margin for error if you're dodging on the ground there.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
Yeah, air dodging seems to be the safer bet. If I don't hit the ducks. These are really imaginative fights. Like I said, I wish that simple mode would let you just see all of them and they were just easier instead of removing content. It seems removing content and then not letting you do other content. It seems like a baffling decision for a developer to make, to just not let people see their game, especially when it's so when it's so stylistic. I mean, not that this game needed any help in the sales department. It was a bestseller. Had years of hype surrounding it as well, so... But I think it would have had more with a fleshed out easy mode, so to speak. $18.17 for a coaster. That couldn't have been more than just basically a strange train at that point, though. I'm sure it was built for a World's Fair or something. Actually, the one in 1902 probably was too. Not much of a chance there. Alright. Can't do a whole lot else. Let's see, how many deaths did we get up to here? 73. So 10 more through all of that, huh? Remodeled. Not as... I can't tell what it says there. Not as something as last time. Oh, not as rough as last time. Alright. I think the only way to go forward would do this. Let's try it as simple.
Will get red hot. It's on.
Base. Alright. So for this one, simple mode just takes out the saw blades on the ground, which is nice. Almost wish it would just take away the background. It's that's harder and more distracting than anything, seriously. Oops. Okay, so I can kill the mummies, but not his eyeballs. I believe that's what those are. Yes. Seems like it's just taking a very long time. There we go, finally. What's happening here? What is this? Oh, it's me. I get it. Okay. Do I shoot? So shoot him. Avoid the hat. Okay. Again, still with the completely random attack patterns there. D. Not usually a passing grade, but it is this time. Let's see here. There was a pop-up there for a second. Wonder if the shop has anything new, or if it's the same. It looks to be about the same. His voice is terrifying. You've spoken with Quadratus, the watery being across the aisle. Something few others can claim. Okay. Let's see, what could this be? The next mausoleum. Alright. Like the ghost with the little hat. When you parry Cuphead's straw, very briefly it turns into a little slap. Open palm. It's subtle, but... Ah! Didn't seem to hit it. Killed myself to win, I did. Still counted though. Again, simple mode, so... Ah! He was right there on the platform, so I couldn't... Again, parry being tied to jump, it just doesn't feel good. And I guess they did it so that you couldn't just sit there at the urn, just slap things away as they get close. Like, I get it, but... I don't know if the mic is picking up frantic key presses, or not key presses, I suppose, controller presses, playing this with a Xbox One controller. In case that wasn't obvious by now. This game would be an absolute nightmare on keyboard and mouse. Not that it's not struggle as is, but I'm just connected, wired, and everything. No wireless this time. If I knew if I rooted around here, I could find something special for you. But I didn't know I'd get trapped again. Thanks for saving me a second time. Take this magical super art, and I'll see if I can find you another. A new super. No information on what it was. Let's see, invincibility. Yeah, we'll take that one. Let's see here. It is picking up the buttons. My goodness. Okay. That's crazy, considering I'm holding the controller down below the desk. It shouldn't be. Just getting greedy there. Jawbreaker. That's clever. Oh boy. Alright. Should just be, yep, the awful. It's so many nights still. Is there just a constant? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Uh-oh. She's mad now. Ah. Won't sugarcoat it, you never stood a chance. Looking at the background, so most of the things here are sweet, except the pretzels. I mean, again, they can be, but not traditionally what I would consider sweet tooth kind of thing. Oops. So the little knights just always come out with the second one and then stay for the rest of the fight. That's what it is. That's a new one. And a terrifying one. It's unsettling. It's weird, you can shoot some of her projectiles, but not the entire thing. Touch the wrong way. See what we get this time. That monstrosity again. Ah, dodged into him.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
No.
Good day for a swell battle. Now go.
Looking to see if he has any tells as to when he's... which direction he's going to go, but it doesn't seem to be. Just need to use dodge more often. I know that's my problem. Yeah, I think this is probably my last attempt at this. See if I can beat this boss, though, even though it is just on simple mode now. Yeah, no, I like this game. It's certainly... I like it on its artistic merits, but again, the difficulty is just... I know part of it is I need to get good, but there's other things where just kind of the randomization of it is just a little frustrating, where no amount of good could save you from that. Thought I was away from it. No, got greedy. All right. Yeah, I think we'll probably end it there. I said enjoyable game. I'm glad you suggested it. It's nice to go back and revisit it. I don't know. I probably won't finish it because, like I said, at this point, for me to finish it, I would have to do just simplistic mode on all of them, and even with that, I don't know if it would actually let me. So think this might be yet another kind of one and done. But good to have some more content on here, and thanks for sticking by and watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, but tomorrow I'll be streaming some Hades over on Twitch. Try and Twitch a little bit out. I know it's a different platform, but figure I should get a feel for both. Definitely much better at that game as well, so a little bit more enjoyable to watch and a bit more enjoyable for me to play too. So if you're curious, I'll be doing that around 2 p.m. Eastern Time for those that want to do that. And then next week, still not sure what I'm going to do on Monday. Have to decide. Wednesday I'll be putting out a video, something a little different. And Friday will be a hat in time, like I said. So forward to those. And let me switch out of this onto the outro screen. Should have switched over to the sadness screen for all the dying I did. But yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your Friday night. And like I said, be sure and check us out. Have a good one.